Hi everyone, I Shurujit welcome you all on Economatrix Day channel. आज हम लोग सीखने वाले हैं क्लास 8 का मैथमेटिक्स। तो चलिए बिना वक्त गवाए शुरू करते हैं आज का क्लास।
So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Now students of class 8, today we are going to again continue with chapter 10, direct and indirect variation. And today's part is part 3. Those who have not watched the previous parts, I have shared the link at the end of the video, or you can check the playlist to see those parts first and then you see this part. So what will happen, the concept will be much more clearer and it will be helping you to solve the sums more. So students, today we are going to understand about indirect or inverse variation. So what is indirect or inverse variation? Let us know this thing nicely. For that I have written here two quantities, okay, are related in such a way that when one increases, that means out of the two quantities, if one quantity increases, the other decreases. Okay, if one increases, then the other will decrease, or when one decreases, then the other increases. So this is only known as what? Indirect or inverse variation. ठीक है, समझ में आया? नहीं आया? ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. अगर समझ में नहीं आया, अभी एक ठो एग्जाम्पल देते हैं. One man can do a piece of work in 20 days. Then two men can do the piece of work in 10 days. ये समझ में आया? नहीं आया. चलो इधर में हम करते हैं नंबर ऑफ men और नंबर ऑफ पीपल. ओके, नंबर ऑफ पीपल, ठीक है. और इधर में देखो मेन है एक आदमी, दो आदमी, और इधर में क्या है? नंबर ऑफ डेज. ओके, सो नंबर ऑफ डेज. तो एक तो है नंबर ऑफ पीपल एंड अनदर है नंबर ऑफ डेज. तो व्हेन वन मैन कैन डू अ पीस ऑफ वर्क इन 20 डेज, तो एक आदमी एक तो वर्क, कोई भी वर्क हो, पेंटिंग द रूम, ओके, और रिपेयरिंग द साइकिल और कंस्ट्रक्टिंग द हाउस, एक आदमी अगर काम करेगा तो कितना दिन लगेगा? 20 डेज. ठीक है, 20 दिन लगेगा. वहीं पे अगर मैं इंक्रीज कर देता हूं, दो आदमी कर देता हूं, ठीक है. सो व्हाट आई डिड, आई इंक्रीज्ड. ओके, सो एरो मार्क इज अपसाइड. आई इंक्रीज्ड द नंबर ऑफ पीपल. ओके, टू मेन, तो दो आदमी जब काम करेगा तो वो काम और जल्दी हो जाएगा. तो सपोज 10, तो इधर में देखो 20 से ये आ जा रहा है 10, तो मतलब उल्टा. अगर नंबर ऑफ पीपल यू आर इंक्रीजिंग, the number of days it is decreasing. So this is only known as what? Inverse or indirect variation. So as the number, see, as the number of men increases, जैसे ही number of men increase हो रहा है, the number of days required to complete the work decreases. So number of days decrease हो रहा है. अगर मैं और ज़्यादा आदमी काम पे लगाऊंगा तो और इंक्रीज हो रहा है, तो days also will go down. Understanding or no? So it will become suppose in 4 days. Okay, so it is going decreasing. So this is only known as inverse or indirect variation. Now students, we will understand the definition of indirect or inverse variation. So see, I have written here the definition of indirect or inverse variation. So what is the definition? A variation where increase in one quantity, एक quantity अगर increase होगा, causes a decrease in other quantity, तो it will cause, दूसरा quantity को decrease कर देगा. और उसका उल्टा भी हो सकता है, एक quantity decrease हो रहा है और other quantity increase हो रहा है, उसको बोलते हैं क्या? Inverse variation or proportion. So by now you have understood, okay, that what is inverse variation or inverse proportion, or what is indirect variation or indirect proportion. If, अभी देखो मैंने क्या लिखा है, if the product of two quantities remains the constant. Okay, if the product of two quantities remains constant, what is the meaning of this? Product of two quantities remains constant. ये समझने के लिए I have written one example. Suppose price of a gift. Okay, suppose इसका दाम है 30 रुपीज, 40 रुपीज, 50 रुपीज, 60 रुपीज. सो इसको मैंने x ले लिया, ठीक है. और नंबर ऑफ गिफ्ट्स परचेस्ड. ओके, और जब प्राइस 30 रुपया है तो कितना परचेस कर रहे हो? 20 ठो गिफ्ट परचेस कर रहे हो. तो इसको मैं ले रहा हूं y, ठीक है. अभी देखो अच्छा से, दाम 30 रुपीज है, तुम 20 ठो खरीद रहे हो, तो दाम बढ़ गया है, प्राइस इज इंक्रीजिंग. ओके, then obviously the demand will be less. Yes, no, people will buy less when the price goes up. Okay, and people will buy more when the price goes down. Okay, so here price and the quantity, they are inversely related. Clear? So price, if price is increasing, then quantity demanded, so quantity will go down. Okay, and if price is decreasing, then the quantity demanded will go up. Clear now? And here this example is what? Price is increasing. See, price is increasing, quantity is 20. Price is increasing, quantity becomes less. Again price is increasing, quantity is becoming less. Again price is increasing, quantity is becoming less. So if we want to find out the product, why? If the product of two quantities remains the constant, so if I multiply 30 and 20, how much it is coming? It is coming 600. See, 2 zeros or 2 threes are 6. Again, if you multiply this one, here also it is coming 600. If you multiply this one, this is also coming 600. If you multiply this one, this is also coming 600. So the product is same only. Okay, product is not changing. Here also the product is 600, here also the product is 600, here also the product is 600, here also the product is 600. That means the product will be always same, will not change. Clear? So that's why we write if the product of two quantities remains same. Okay. So now what I wrote here, when x and y are in inverse proportion. So x and y, they are inversely proportionate. Okay, or they are inversely related. Okay, so when x and y are in inverse proportion, so x and y, they are in inverse variation or inverse proportion. Okay, then what we can write? We can write what? x1 into y1 is equal to x2 into y2. Why x1 into y1? Because this is x, this is y. So this one I am taking as x1. This one I am taking as y1. Okay, so x1 into y1, x1 into y1. Okay, अभी next वाला value, ठीक है, x2 and this is y2. So this will be equal. So x2 into y2. Next, the third one is what? x3 and this is y3. So x3 into y3. And this one is what? x4. This is y4. So equal to x4 into y4. Okay. So they will be always equal. Why equal? See, I have shown you 600, 600, 600, 600. So what I can write is equal to 600. Clear? So that is constant. That's why I wrote here where y1 and y2, y1, y2, y3, y4, all are the values of y. This y1, y2, y3, y4, they are the values of y corresponding to what? Corresponding to x1, x2, x3, x4 of x. Okay, because x1, x2, x3, x4, they are representing the values of x. Or y1, y2, y3, y4, they are representing the value of y. So y1, y2, y3, y4 of the values of y is corresponding to whose value? They are corresponding to x1, x2, x3, x4 or x5 or x6 of x only. Clear now? So this is very, very important. This relationship, okay, the product in inverse, when it is inversely related, when it is in inverse variation, the product of two quantities has to be equal. So, okay, what we came to know, the main formula is what? In inverse variation, the product of two quantities or two commodities remains constant or remains now same. Students of class 8, you were waiting for exercise 10.2. Now we are going to start this exercise 10.2. So let us see what is the first question. If A and B vary inversely. So they have told in the question only that A and B, they are varying inversely. So what I can write if I start the answer here, A and B vary inversely. Okay, vary inversely. Okay, so when it is varying inversely, what we came to know just now, that what? The product of two quantities remains same. So here product of two quantities means one is A, one is B. So A into B, I am writing a dot. Okay, A into B is equal to K, and that is what? Constant. Clear? Understanding or no? Now what they are telling, then find the value of A3. That means this A3 is how much, and B2, this B2 is how much from the table. So what I can write, from the above table we get. So what we will get from the above table, A into B is equal to K. Yes or no? So A into B is equal to K. Clear? Now A into B is actually what? 16 into 4. So can I write here 16 into 4 is equal to K. So what I get here, 16 into 4, 64 is equal to K, or K equal to 64. So we got the value of K. Now what we have to find out, B2 and A3. So let us find out A3 first. Why? Because they have told A3. Okay. Now what we will do, if I draw one line here, and from here let me come here. Okay. Now I will divide my copy into two parts. Okay. So now, so the product, see here, product of two. Okay. So A3 into 0.5 is equal to 64. Clear? You can do like this way. And the another one is all what? Also, another one, if you want to find out, 32 into B2. So 32 into B2 equal to 64. Okay? Understanding one? Now, which one I have to find out? A3, we will keep it here. So 64 divided by 0.5 will go down. Now you see here A3 equal to 64. Now 0.5, the decimal, I want to remove it. So I will write 5 and downside it will be 10. Clear? Now next step, A3 equal to 64. This 10 will go up. ये ऊपर चला जाएगा और ये नीचे आ जाएगा. Into 10 by 5, like this way. Clear? Now look here, I can cancel 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. So what I get here, A3 is equal to 64 into 2. So 2 4s are 8, 2 6s are 12. So 128. We got the answer. Now next here, B2. B2 is equal to 64. Why B2? Because B2 I have to find out. That's why I'm keeping it here. 32 we will transfer. Divide by 32. So what you get, B2 equal to, you can directly cut 32 2s are 64. If you cannot, you can do with 8, 8 4s are 32, and then 8 8s are 64. Again 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So what you get, B2 is equal to 2. Hence, okay, A3 is equal to 128 and B2 equal to 2, and this is the answer. Now students, let us come to the second question. What it is telling in the second question, it is given that x varies inversely with y. So already it is told x varies inversely with y, and x is equal to 9 when y is equal to 21. find the value of x when y equal to 7. So here chart is not given. If you want, you can draw the chart. So let us do the sum, solve the sum. Let us draw the table. Okay, very easy table. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, x and next one is y. So what it is told, and x is equal to 9 when y is equal to 21. Okay, so find the value of x. So you have to find out the value of x. This x means what? x1 also you can say. Okay, so this x is representing what? This values of x. Okay, so when y is equal to 7. So what I can write? Same way here, how we did in the direct variation. So like that only inverse variation. But only one difference is there, the formula to do with inverse or indirect variation. What is that one? Now x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2. That means the product of two quantities or two commodities will be same or constant. Okay, so here what I can write, x varies inversely, देखो x varies inversely with y. Okay, so what I can write, so what the product, so x into y equal to k, and that is what? Constant. यही फॉर्मूला है प्रोडक्ट. ठीक है, प्रोडक्ट x into y वो क्या हो जाएगा? कांस्टेंट. फ्रॉम द above table, okay, we get, so what we are getting, we will get the value of k. Why? X into y equal to k. So x is how much here? 9 into 21 equal to k. Clear? No? You can multiply, okay, or you can keep it like this also. Okay, if I multiply 9 ones are 9 and 9 twos are 18. Okay, equal to k. So you got the value of k, 189. If you cannot do, you do it here into 9. 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18, 189. Now, after this, now what I will find out? I have to find out this one. So what? X into 7, x into 7 equal to, what I got? K value 189. So 189. Now x will be what? 189 divided by 7. 7 will come down. Clear or no? Now if you divide, you will get the answer. Chalo, let us divide. 7 ones are 7. Here 7 twos are 14. So how much left? 4 left. 18 it is there, 4. Now you can do, see, 49 is there. So 7 sevens are 49. Clear? No? So what you get? 27. So therefore, or hence, you can write hence x equal to 27, and this is the answer. Clear? No? See, you have to divide 7. How much are 18? Closer to 18. 7 twos are 14. Okay, then 4 left, 49. So 7 sevens are 49. So what you got? 27. Now clear? Students, let us see question number 3. What it is telling? Very easy. Now I think slowly you are understanding the concept also and the sums also. Okay. State which of these have direct or indirect or inverse variation. So here one table is given, and from this table you have to say this is inversely related or directly related. Okay, that means is it inverse variation or direct variation, you have to say. Okay, so let us start this sum. So number A, see here A, B, and here the values 4, 32, 8, 16, 12, 32 by 3. Now if you see nicely the table, here A values are increasing, okay, and B values are decreasing. Can you see on? And see, when A value is 4, B is 32. When A value changes to 8, B value is changing, but it is decreasing. A value is increasing, but B value is decreasing. So from here only we will, or something will come in our mind to think that yes, this will be not direct, this will be inverse. And if it is inverse, we have to understand the formula, what I told you, the formula x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2 equal to x3 into y3. That means the product will be same. So that only we will do. So what I will write, from the, means I am doing the answer, okay, from the above table, okay. So look here, these are the values of what? These are the values of A. So can I write this one as A1 into B1, okay. So A1 into B1 will be what? 4 into 32, clear? So 4 2s are 8, okay, 4 3s are 12, 128. Next, A2 into B2, okay. So A2 is what? 8 into 16. So let us multiply. 8 6 are 48, 4 carry. Now 8 1s are 8 plus 4, 12, 128. Now next one is what? A3 into B3. So let us do 12 into 32 by 3. Now 32 by 3, if I do this one, 12 into 32 by 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. Now you multiply, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. So what you get? 128. Clear no? So what you are getting here? So you can write here A1 into B1 equal to A2 into B2 equal to A3 into B3. All are coming same, equal. Now what I can write, if I write here, or we can write the product. We can write the product, okay. These are all the product, this into this, this into this, okay. The product of its, we can write na, the product of its what? Different values. The product of its different values of what? Of A and B, of A and B. Why we are writing the product? Because we found out the product only, A1 into B1, A2 into B2, A3 into B3. So what I can write, the product of its different values of A and B is constant. So the product is what? Constant. See, the product of its different values of A and B is what? Constant. Now after that we can come here and we can write. So what it is telling? Constant, the product. So what we can say? We know that, okay, we know that what? When two quantities, see the formula, when two quantities, we know that when two quantities are inversely proportion or inversely related, okay, when two, we know that when two quantities vary inversely, also we can write vary inversely. Many ways you can write. So their product remains same, hence A, so what they are telling, hence A and B vary inversely, and this is the answer. Clear? So what I did, first I multiplied, I found out the product, then I showed that this product equal to this product is equal to this product. Why? Because it is equal to, you can write here, is equal to 128. So the product of its different values of A and B is constant, okay. So we know that when two quantities vary inversely, when it is varying inversely only, their product remains same. So hence A and B vary inversely. Now students, question number 3b. So this is the table given, and let us now see the table nicely and try to understand by seeing the table only whether it is direct or inverse variation. Clear? So see A values 1, 3, 27. So A values are increasing. See the B values 3, 9, 81. So B values is also increasing. Now you compare these two. When A is 1, B is 3. A is becoming 3. So A is increasing, B is becoming 9. B is also increasing. So if A is increasing, B is also increasing. So both are increasing. So in our mind, one bell will be ringing, ting, 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 and that will tell us that it is direct variation. And direct variation, what is the formula? Formula is x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. That means the ratios has to be what? Constant. The ratio has to be constant. In inverse variation, the product has to be constant, and in direct variation, the ratio has to be constant. So how we will start the answer? Answer from the above table. Okay, from the above table, comma, then I will find out the ratios. So what I can write? A1 by B1, so 1 by 3. Now next one, A2 by B2, so it will be what? 3 by 9. Now 3 by 9 you can cut, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. So what you get? 1 by 3. Now A3 by B3, so what you get? 27 by 81. So you can cut this one, see, 9 3s are 27. Directly also you can do 27. So I am doing with 9. 9 3s are 27, 9 9s are 81. Again 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. So what you get? 1 by 3. So you can see the ratios are all same. So after this, what I can write? Okay, so therefore A1 by B1 equal to A2 by B2 equal to A3 by B3 equal to what? 1 by 3. Okay, so what I can write here? We can write here, na? Here what? The ratios of different values, okay, of different values of what? Of A and B, of A and B are constant. Okay, the ratios of different values of A and B, what are they? They are constant. Clear? No? So when they are constant, what we can say? We know that. So what we know? That when two quantities, what are these two quantities? One quantity is A and another quantity is B. Okay, so when two quantities vary directly, so this is the formula we are writing, where we know that when two quantities vary directly, what will happen? Their ratios remain constant, and you have seen upside only, the ratios are constant. So what you can say? Hence A and B vary, okay, vary directly. Okay, and this is the answer. Or you can say hence A and B are in direct variation. Okay, I wrote hence A and B vary directly, or you can write another way also, or A and B are in direct separately, otherwise it will look like indirect. Okay, hence A and B are in direct variation. You can write like this also. Clear? Your wish. Clear? So I hope the concept of inverse variation you have understood nicely, and previously you have understood the direct variation. So it is very, very important to understand the concept. Okay, for direct it is what? X1 by the ratios has to be constant. Okay, X1 by Y1 equal to X2 by Y2. And for inverse, what it is? The product. What is the product? If I write here X1, this is not for this sum, x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2. This is the formula for what? For inverse variation. So these two formulas you have to understand, you have to know the concept very, very nicely. So practice these sums, question number 1, 2, 3 again and again and understand the concept more nicely. अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो वीडियो को लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा। मिलते हैं और एक अच्छे नए कंटेंट के साथ, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय।